Our African adventure was really taking shape. Covering more than 9,500 miles since home, we arrived here at a small rural border post of Togo. Being small and rural meant tree and bush lined dirt roads, and that small wooden shack, well, that's the immigration post. After waiting around to change money, we continued on the dirt road with beautiful views and our jackets off as it was just so hot. It was unusual for us to ride without them, but we knew we'd be riding slowly and the risk of injury was relatively low, so it was a risk we accepted. You may notice where these cars were stopping, that thin rope held up by the local boys as a way to try and get money for allegedly maintaining or repairing the road. Our usual trick of just riding at them worked once again. The immigration shack at the border didn't have the means to stamp our carnet de passage, our motorcycle import document, so we had to stop at the nearby town to get the customs team there to process it. As we were getting used to, it was a lot of standing and waiting before a short chat, usually asking where we were from, and often West Africans presuming that we were from Germany. We continued our ride from there into the nearby town, first to draw out money from a bank, then to find a cheap hotel to stay for the night, as was becoming somewhat routine for us.
So we made it to Palamé, which is about half an hour from the border. Very hot, very sweaty, tired, even though we didn't ride that far today.
The roads were tough.
Roads are tough, border took ages. But Togo seems nice so far.
It's pretty.
People are really beautiful.
Yeah.
Lots of people have waved. Not a lot of people waved in Ghana. We only realised that today. And now, yeah, loads of people are waving again.
We're famous again.
Yeah. We've got a really cheap room though. This room with a fan is 4,000 safer, which is about for £5.30 or something. Which isn't bad, is it? I mean, it's not a great hotel room. Don't get me wrong. But could be a lot worse, couldn't it?
It's not the worst one we've stayed in.
We don't know that yet.
It's not the.
It might be.
It's not the worst so far.
Cheers.
Wish it would be.
We were glad of our cheap hotel room in the morning though, as it rained really heavily through the night. We were really at risk of getting properly soaked as the rainy season had kicked off throughout this region. We had to find a local market to exchange our remaining Ghanaian cedis.
So Tom's over in the black market there, just exchanging money. We were left with, I think it was 800 cedis, and now he needs to change it into safer. I think he's returning. Sorted?
We need to go quickly.
Oh, okay, why?
Before he works out that he's giving me a better rate than the official rate.
Ah, okay.
It should be 37,900, no, 37,500 or something, and he gave me 38,000. And usually they rip you off. So it should have, I was prepared to pay 35,000.
I think we should go.
It may seem like a big difference for the market rate, but realistically, we're just talking a couple of pounds.
Are you hungry?
We hadn't got many supplies, so we opted to have a hotel breakfast further down the road, and was surprised to see a sausage sandwich on the menu, though it was far from what we'd expect back home.
Not great. Well, food is food. Damn, look at them. Isn't it so cool that they're here? Like, we've ridden 125s, nearly 10,000 miles from England to Africa. Isn't it wicked?
Yeah. I only realised it when I look at the map.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh yeah, it's quite far.
Doesn't feel that big a deal, does it? Like, each day, because you just do a little bit and then a little bit and then a little bit. It doesn't really feel like anything, and then all of a sudden you're 11 countries deep in Africa.
With that realisation, and with full bellies, we were ready to tackle what was to come. I don't mean the slightly hectic roads, including poor overtaking manoeuvres with people like this, but this dirt road that climbed in elevation to over 600 metres overlooking the plains. It was so much fun to keep climbing and taking in the view, and whilst passing this place, the owner came out to greet us and offered us a place to stay.
What do you want to do? Do you want to camp down by the...
I'm not sure either down there or in the Litelok thing. I'm not sure what you feel like.
Well, the sunrise would be cool, but it's whether or not we had a storm.
Yeah. Let's just pop bikes up near there and decide later.
We had options of where to camp, but we chose to park the bikes up and worry about it later. Philip's a German overlander who found his new home in Togo. Growing and cultivating his own food and living as part of the land, trying to push permaculture rather than monoculture farming. He showed us around, pointing out the trees, bushes and bugs that form the environment before showing us his water source, a natural spring that was oh so delicious.
Wow. You learnt so much already from
I
Philip.
can't even...
He's
My brain is so overloaded right now.
baffling how, not baffling how intelligent he is, like
He's...
his level of knowledge and understanding and his ability to convey what he means is, yeah, amazing. That's why I want to stay here more, is because it's just opportunity to learn so much. But like, look where we are, look at this place. It's just absolutely stunning.
Best bit's over to the left.
This is my favourite place in West Africa so far. Happy.
I was happy. We chose our spot near the best view as the sun was setting, before joining Philip and his partner Gloria for dinner.
Dressing for dinner. You invited us for dinner, so you've got to wear a shirt and trousers, haven't you?
Could have at least ironed the shirt.
Sorry, we'll just get it out. Let
Yeah,
me get
you
the
should
iron out.
Get the camping iron out. I mean, it's warm enough. You probably could just press it against a tree.
Probably. Let's get 2 flat rocks.
Yeah.
There you go, dress for dinner. I'm wearing, just on the top half, I've got Versace, and then for the bottom half, these special tailor-made Chanel trousers.
And the baseball cap?
Honda.
Ah, are you gonna wear that? Why don't you just show everyone your nice long hair?
You might have noticed how long my hair and beard was becoming. I'd vowed that I would only cut my hair or beard once we made it to South Africa. This was a pact I made with myself that I was determined to keep, no matter how scruffy I looked. The next morning, I woke early to watch the sunrise and even made Lauren join me, despite her disdain for early mornings. Today would be a full working day. In exchange for staying for free with Philip and being fed, we'd take part in some chores as well as a bit of exploration.
Babe, what do you reckon? Best African view so far?
Yep.
They're just fighting, don't worry about it.
Okay.
First up, leading out the donkeys to graze before we headed off on a hike and seeing wildlife and trying cashew fruits.
Bigger soldiers in between,
Yes,
and this
yeah.
will arrive one soon, I hope.
Smell
This
it.
side.
Oh, that
It's
smells
like-
amazing.
This juice is amazing.
Wow.
This is a very fibrous thing.
Whoa.
Oh,
You could take the juice out. You can even eat it. Well, there's lots of fiber. I just throw the rest. We find you another one.
This one is good, even with those
Yeah, yeah.
bits. Mm.
And the juice is quite special. It's a little bit irritating, so it's acidic, but it's very
I tried
nice.
a little bit. I'm not going to try the whole thing. It smells amazing though. Put that into a perfume. so nice.
And literally, people are throwing this away.
Yeah.
After eating the fruit, it was more hiking, more exploring, enjoying the view, and then seeing the neighbouring villages who had just a single light for the whole village.
This is the one and only light you've seen tonight, maybe on the other side of the hill.
Oh yeah, this is a bit.
A little bit, isn't it?
Kind of don't want to look left or right, but also
It's
that's
kind of fun.
We fed the pigs together before Lauren and I split up to take care of different chores.
So Tom is off doing man things and collecting wood and taking things, water, bananas and stuff around the farm. And I'm with Gloria, hopefully learning to cook some African dishes. This is my favourite bit because I love basil and it smells amazing.
The food preparation in the outdoor kitchen consisted of stripping basil and then washing cassava leaves, which would serve as our greens. We had to harvest the palm fruits before washing it in hot water and then crushing them with a giant pestle and mortar to release the oil and leave the nut and flesh behind. Then it was another rinse in water before being put to one side to join dinner later on.
The solution itself.
How you finding African village life?
Easy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Whilst Lauren had been doing that, I helped Philip plant some mango and avocado trees that he'd grown from seeds.
Where are we going, darling?
We're on a, what was it, 1980s truck?
1968, actually.
Wow, got one.
We just-
I'm so tired. I'm exhausted.
You're tired.
Yeah, I know you've done but
So all of this wood, I hope the battery doesn't die. We've got, how much? 20%, we're alright. So all of that wood, some of the far wood that you can see behind the other 4x4 was unloaded. Then we put some more back in. And this bad boy. That's what we're going to get in.
are we both getting in here?
Yeah. Can you hold the door? Grab the hard bar in front.
I'm up. I'm good. I got it.
Just coming to my side. To just flip it over. Flip it over.
We had worked all day long, lots of hiking, and then the journey in Philip's old truck to the local hotel to drop some wood off was a bit of fun to end the day. If the views weren't already great, they were even better from the roof of the truck.
Just do the sightseeing tour.
I have no idea how good it looks from up here. Ow!
This is not a view, I don't know.
We of course had to bring the donkeys back from grazing, and they took a real interest in the cameras.
Oh, I've worked hard today. Oh, cramp. I can't take my sock off. But this guy does this every day. Yeah, tough old life, but beautiful up here. Let's go have a shower.
Yeah.
The best shower spot in the world. Let's go. Look at that.
C'est bon?
Oui, c'est bon.
For dinner, some garlic and other veggies joined everything else we'd prepared, and through a mix of English and French, we chatted the night away before a well-deserved rest. Ready to go? Lauren didn't feel great the next day, but we needed to hit the road. Well, hit the dirt at least. On my phone, the route looked easy, though Google Maps was seriously getting confused in this remote area. We twisted and turned back so many times and upset a few locals going the wrong way when they explained that we were riding on a footpath. But after a few hours of adventure, we began to find our way. It took a while, but at last we were beginning to descend from the ridgeline we'd been riding on and made it to a town to stay. After a couple of days of recuperation, we were ready to cover the final few miles to the border with Benin. We hadn't seen a fuel station in a while and accepted the fuel from the roadside dispensed in old bottles. This would come back to haunt us in a few days' time.
Oh, they've got a little gauze thing in as well.
Yeah.
The final stretch to the border was relatively effortless, and we were ready to gamble. Why gamble? Well, our e-visa had expired, and not wanting to pay for another two at nearly €200, we took a chance and edited the date on the paper copy, hoping they wouldn't have power or an internet connection to check. Thankfully, it worked.
Babe, we're in Benin.
Benin. See you later.
12th country.
We wound our way through the streets with no more navigation errors and arrived successfully at the town of Abomi.
How's it going?
The bathroom's flooded. I don't know if you can hear that noise, but that's our night. There was no food, so we had to cook, but the cooking turned out okay.
It's pretty good.
It was alright.
Okay, we didn't show you, so sorry, but...
I feel tired and hungry, and I just watched
I'm
a reel
hungry.
about a brownie. I really want a brownie.
I didn't want a brownie 2 minutes ago, and now I do. Thanks, darling.
Do you reckon they'll do a brownie?
No.
Should we ask at reception?
Yeah?
How many times did we say the word menu today?
So, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, any French speakers, avez-vous menu means do you have a menu? As in the booklet thing that you open up, you read what food is, how much it costs, and then you decide what you want. Mm-hmm. That isn't a thing here, apparently. Avez-vous menu? A what? Menu.
So you go, can I have a menu? And they go, no. They go, what? And you go, menu? They go, no. And they go, menu. The same. The same. It blows my mind every time.
The hours ticked by and the noise persisted. So, wanting to satisfy our curiosity, we headed down the street to try and track down the cause of all the commotion. I apologise in advance, but with it being dark, the picture isn't great.
At least it stopped there, babe. It's been about 2.5, 3 hours. Bearing in mind, this is local time, 9:45.
How long has it been going on now? Like 4 hours?
It's not 4, it's about 3 hours, I think.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Feels like 4.
It was a religious ceremony of sorts, though not something we understood or recognised. But thankfully, it ended early enough for us to still get some sleep. The search for food began early the next morning. Wasn't quite so successful.
So it's lunchtime, we're finally having breakfast. And the first bar we went to couldn't do egg and bread. After they said they could do egg and bread, we waited for 40 minutes. Waited half an hour at this place. And Lauren ordered us a nice chicken sandwich. So this is the chicken sandwich that we've got. Here you can see the chicken, and here's the bread for the sandwich. We don't really understand what happened either.
I can't cope anymore. I can't take.
Hey, goodbye. Au revoir, monsieur.
We still don't know where the issue came from, and there was no explanation other than they didn't have a chicken sandwich. So we accepted the food before heading south to see our first proper Voodoo temple, clocking over significant mileage on the way. Voodoo, or Vodun as it's known in Benin, is often misunderstood. It isn't the dark, sensational images we see in Western media. It's a deeply spiritual faith and one of Benin's official religions. At its heart is a single divine creator with countless spirits connected to nature, ancestors and animals. Offerings, including animal sacrifices, are made to maintain balance and connection with these spirits. The village that we visited, it felt a little touristy, so I'm not sure how authentic it was. Still, it was fascinating to even get a glimpse into something so often misrepresented back home. To see the colour, the rhythm, and the commitment behind a faith that we rarely hear about in any real way. We left the village even more curious than when we'd arrived and continued heading south, towards the coast and towards the capital. Our stay for the night would be back in the tent. We were glad of our small bikes when squeezing through the doorway. After paying the tax to fuss the puppy, we took a moment to enjoy what felt like a well-earned cold drink.
Who's a good boy? Yeah.
Rainy season kept threatening us, though an early morning shower wasn't expected. We're grateful it didn't persist and the dirt roads were still easily passable. We joined the tar roads and the chaos en route to an Airbnb for a couple of days, and there was good reason for this sneaky stop at a bakery.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I haven't got any candles, so I'm going to have to try and edit them in. But happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Laws. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Hip hip hooray!
Is this the present?
Hip hip hooray!
Is it chocolate?
I'm not really sure, it didn't say. I think the other one's fruit. One's fruit, one's chocolate.
Okay.
But there you go.
Thanks.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Should we have a taste?
You can actually try it now. Oh my god, come on then.
Oh, I thought that's what...
Yeah.
Africa, you make the best cakes.
That's such
They're
a lie.
So nice.
raining and blowing for the last God knows how many hours. But yesterday my bike ran when we went to pull away, cut out. Now we were in the middle of something, so I didn't end up fixing it yesterday. But we've got to check out of the apartment today, so that means I've got to fix it today. And the rain has put paid to that for a while, so let's see what happened.
You'll remember that the fuel dispensed from the roadside from old bottles. I suspect some dirt had gotten into the tank and been sucked through the carburettor. First, it was removing the bolts that hold the carb to the bike, then removing the throttle slide and needle. This is the bit that moves when you twist your right hand. Then, stripping off the float bowl and removing the jets. If you hold the jet up to the light and can't see through it, then it's blocked. I cut some old wiring up to poke through the jet and reassembled everything. Now remember, my bike's starter motor still wasn't working, so I was still push starting, or as I call it, bump starting, my bike, as this era of Honda CG125 doesn't have a Kickstarter. It took a lot of attempts pushing backwards and forwards until finally it burst back into life. You can see the satisfaction written all over my face. We left the Airbnb and decided to take a short ride to Cotonou, the capital, to meet up with our old friend Alex, who was also in town. Benin's slightly odd in West Africa in that motorcycles have their own lane on the side of the road. We found our way down the back streets to our little hotel where we stayed for a few days, catching up on jobs before heading to the town of Porto Novo for our final night in the country. We were in good spirits, enjoying the busy, colourful streets, though you should be thankful that you can't smell the open sewers that we passed. The closer we got to Porto Novo, the darker the skies became, and we were in for a serious soaking. The rain came down heavily for well over an hour, and our attempts to find a cheap hotel down the back streets ended in some mild off-roading that became slightly more hectic with the heavy rains. Roads began turning into rivers right in front of our eyes, and so we had just two choices: stay wet and find a cheaper hotel, or accept a higher price and stop sooner. Considering our budget and the fact we were already soaked, we carried on, navigating the ever-flooding streets until finally settling on this place.
Always.
Gonna have breakfast in a minute on the rooftop. Ooh, sounds fancy. I don't think it's gonna be fancy.
Might be.
It might be.
Might be fairy lights.
And then we need to go to the bank, change money because it's probably gonna be a better rate here in Porto Novo than the border. Struggled to get money out of ATMs apparently in Nigeria, so yeah, a few tasks this morning. Head off to the border. Yeah. Hope it all goes well. Ready?
With a good dose of eggs and bread, we worked past the markets, skirted around the many muddy puddles that now formed an obstacle course, and safely made it to an ATM. After drawing money out, I exchanged a big handful of cash in the black market once again, which you can just about see behind these parasols. And finally, we were ready to say,
Let's go to Nigeria!
though to see how we got on in Nigeria, you'll have to come back next time.
Welcome to Nigeria.
Guess what? I have two amazing people from England.
This is antelope apparently. Antelope leg.